हेलो स्टूडेंट्स। और आज के सेशन में हम डिस्कस करेंगे इंटीग्रल ऑफ द फॉर्म 1/√ax² + bx + c dx. So let us start with question number 1. Integrate the function 1/9 + 8x - x² dx, which is in this form. So this is equal to 1/9, and from these two terms take minus sign common so that x² become positive. x² minus 8x dx. Now this is equal to 1/9 minus x² minus 8x. Now the coefficient of x is 8 here, so adding 4 is half of 8, that is 4. Adding 4 square and subtracting 4 square, so adding 4 square and subtracting 4 square, so that it becomes a perfect square. Now this is equal to integral of 1/9 minus these three terms make the whole square of x minus 4 and minus 16 dx. This is equal to integral of 1/9 and opening this bracket here. So this x minus 4 square will become negative, and minus minus is positive dx, which is equal to 9 and 16. 9 and 16 is equal to 25. So integral of 1/29 and 16 25 minus x minus 4 whole square dx, which is equal to integral of 1/25 is the square of 5 minus x minus 4 square dx. Now this integral is in the form √a² minus x² dx. So this is equal to sine inverse x upon a. So we can write this is equal to sine inverse x minus 4 upon 5 plus c. So this is the final answer of this question. Next question, question number 2. Find the integral of 1/√2x² plus 3x minus 2 dx. Here the coefficient of x² is 2. So first let us make it 1. So taking 2 common in the denominator. So if we take 2 common, then this denominator reduces to x² plus 3/2 x minus 1, dividing by 2 and or taking 2 common. Now when now it will come out of the square root as 1/√2. Integral of 1/√x² plus 3/2 x minus 1 dx. Now we have made the coefficient of x² 1. The next process is to make it a perfect square. Coefficient of x is 3/2. Half of 3/2 is 3/4. So adding 3/4 square and subtracting 3/4 square. So 1/√2 integral of 1/√x² plus 3/4. We can write this as 2 into 3/4x. So adding 3/4 square and subtracting 3/4 square. Minus 1 dx. Now 1 upon under root 2 integral of 1 upon under root these three terms, 1 x square plus 2 into 3 by 4x, 2 a square plus b square plus 2ab. So this is the whole square of x plus 3 by 4, x plus 3 by 4 whole square minus 9 upon 16 minus 1 dx. So this is equal to 1 upon under root 2 integral of 1 upon under root x plus 3 upon 4 whole square minus 9 upon 16 and 1 means if same sign added 9 and 16 25 upon 16 dx, which is equal to 1 upon under root 2 integral of 1 upon under root x plus 3 upon 4 square minus 25 upon 16 is the square of 5 upon 4, 5 upon 4 square dx. Now this integral has taken the form this 1 upon under root x square minus a square, which is equal to log of x plus under root x square minus a square base e plus c. So this is equal to 1 upon root 2 1 upon root 2 log x plus 3 by 4 plus under root of x plus 3 by 4 square minus 5 upon 4 square plus c. So this we have, so this is equal to 1 by root 2 log mod e base x plus 3 by 4 plus this x plus 3 by 4 square minus 5 by 4 square, this we have got from where this is equal to x square plus 3 by 2 minus 1. So root x square plus 3 by 2x minus 1 and plus c. So this is the final answer of this question. Next question, question number 3. Find the integral of 1 upon under root 2x minus x square dx. So this is equal to 1 upon under root of, and to make this positive take negative sign common, x square minus 2x dx, which is equal to integral of 1 upon under root minus and x square minus 2x, coefficient of x is 2, half of 2 is 2, so 1 half of 2 is 1, so adding 1 square and minus 1 square, so this is dx. So this is equal to integral of 1 upon under root minus, and these three terms make the square of x minus 1 whole square, and x minus 1 whole square minus 1. So this is equal to integral of 1 upon under root of transferring this negative sign inside, so 1 minus x minus 1 whole square dx. Now this integral is of the form 1 upon under root 1 square minus x minus 1 square dx. This matches with the form 1 upon under root a square minus x square dx, sine which is equal to sine inverse x upon a. So we can write this is equal to sine inverse x minus 1 upon 1 plus c. So this is the final answer of question number 3. Next question, question number 4. Find the integral of 1 upon under root 5 minus 4x minus 2x square dx. So in this question the coefficient of x square is 2. So first making it 1. So taking 2 common. So if we take 2 common, then 1 upon under root, and if we take 2 common, 5 upon 2 minus 2x minus x square dx, which is equal to 1 upon under root 2 integral of 1 upon under root and 5 upon 2 minus, if we take minus common here, then x square plus 2x to in the next step 1 upon root 2, 1 upon under root 5 upon 2 minus adding coefficient of x is 2, so adding 2 adding 1 square and subtracting 1 square. Now this integral now takes the form 1 upon root 2, 1 upon under root of 5 upon 2 minus, these three terms make a perfect square, x plus 1 whole square minus 1. So dx, this is equal to 1 upon root 2 integral of 1 upon under root of 5 upon 2 minus x plus 1 whole square, and this minus minus becomes plus 1 dx. So this is equal to 1 by root 2 integral of 1 upon under root 5 upon 2 plus 1, that is 7 upon 2 minus x plus 1 whole square dx, which is equal to 1 upon root 2 integral of 1 upon 7 upon 2 is the square of root 7 upon 2 minus x plus 1 whole square dx, which is of the form, this is of the form 1 upon under root a square minus x square dx. So this is equal to 1 upon root 2 sine inverse x, that is x plus 1 upon a, the value of a is root 7 upon 2 plus c, which is equal to 1 upon under root 2 sine inverse root 2 upon 7 into x plus 1 plus c. So this is the final answer of this question. Next question, question number 5. Find the integral of 1 upon under root x minus alpha beta into beta minus x dx. For this question, the substitution, apply the substitution, x is equal to alpha cos squared theta plus beta sin squared theta. So whenever the integral is in this form, x minus alpha beta minus x, then this substitution is very useful. Now differentiating, if we differentiate, then dx is equal to alpha into 2 cos theta into minus sin theta plus beta into 2 sin theta into cos theta and then d theta. So this implies that dx is equal to alpha into 2 sin theta cos theta, means minus alpha sin 2 theta plus beta sin 2 theta d theta, because sin 2 theta 2 sin theta cos theta is equal to sin 2 theta. So we can write dx is equal to beta minus alpha into sin 2 theta d theta. It is the condition is also given here that beta is greater than alpha. So this is positive. Now making the substitution, replacing dx by beta minus alpha. So replacing dx by beta minus alpha sin 2 theta d theta upon, and here if we substitute, x is equal to alpha cos squared theta plus beta sin squared theta minus alpha into beta minus alpha cos square theta plus beta sin square theta. And now in the this further reduces to integral of beta minus alpha sin 2 theta upon alpha cos square theta beta sin square theta minus, taking minus sign common in the first bracket. So we can write this is equal to square root of beta sin square theta plus, taking minus alpha common, minus alpha into 1 minus cos square theta into, in the other bracket, beta minus, this is the first bracket, and beta minus alpha cos square theta in minus beta sin square theta. So d theta. So this is equal to integral of beta minus alpha is a constant, so it can be taken out, sin 2 theta d theta upon, and from here this 1 minus cos square theta is equal to sin square theta. So we can write beta sin square theta and square root of minus alpha sin square theta. This is the first bracket into, from here we can take beta common, so beta is common, 1 minus sin square theta minus alpha cos square theta. Beta can be taken as common from these two, so beta into 1 minus sin square theta, this is equal to beta minus alpha integral of sin 2 theta upon under root of, and here in the first bracket sin square theta is common, so beta minus alpha sin square theta, and in the second bracket again this can be written as cos square theta, so cos square theta beta cos square theta, this is the first bracket, into beta cos square theta minus alpha cos square theta d theta. So this is equal to beta minus alpha sin 2 theta upon this beta minus alpha sin square theta into, here cos square theta is common, so cos beta minus alpha into cos square theta. Now this beta minus alpha into beta minus alpha is beta minus alpha square, so it will come out as beta minus alpha, so beta minus alpha, and this beta minus alpha whole square will come out as beta minus alpha, and integral of sin 2 theta upon this sin square theta into cos square theta is sin theta cos theta d theta. Of sin 2 theta upon sin theta cos theta, sin 2 theta upon sin theta cos theta d theta, which is equal to integration of 2 sin theta cos theta, formula of sin 2 theta upon sin theta cos theta d theta. Sin theta cos theta cos theta cancelled, 2 is a constant, integration of 1 d theta, which is equal to 2 theta plus c. Now how to get the value of theta? X is equal to alpha cos square theta plus beta sin square theta. Now the cos square theta can be written as alpha into 1 minus sin square theta plus beta sin square theta. So this is equal to alpha minus alpha sin square theta plus beta sin square theta. Transposing this to the other side, alpha x minus alpha is equal to, taking sin square theta common from these two terms, we can write this is equal to beta minus alpha sin square theta. So this gives us the value of sin square theta is equal to sin square theta is equal to x minus alpha upon beta minus alpha. Sin value of sin square theta is equal to x minus alpha upon beta minus alpha, which is equal to sin theta is equal to under root of x minus alpha upon beta minus alpha, or we can say the value of theta is equal to sin inverse under root x minus alpha upon beta minus alpha. Now this can be replaced here in here, so this is the integral reduces to 2, and theta, the value of theta is sin inverse under root of x minus alpha upon beta minus alpha plus c. So this is the final answer of the question. Now like and subscribe my channel for new videos and press the bell icon. Thank you students.